wanna see a cocoa? You know, so people now drop like one time.
The penny them not drop like one
Yeah,
time, man.
picking them now drop like I'm gonna long time I
Real.
see a cocoa, you know. Oh wait, yo, we're glad to have you guys in this great space. We are your hosts.
Mandy.
Candace.
I'm Brandon. Thank you guys all for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, getting the videos out there on a daily basis. We do appreciate the love and support from the bottom of our hearts. The verse of the day is.
The verse of the day is taken from John chapter 16, verse 13. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world.
Funny enough, I think Pastor Kirk was talking about leaving the past behind.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, it's talking about leaving the past behind and moving forward. Moving forward. Which is sometimes it's interesting to think about sometimes.
You're living in the past?
Yeah, living in the past.
No, I'm asking you if you're living in the past.
If I'm living in the past, sometimes
Same.
I look back at my life before, and I guess
Look at where I'm coming from.
I guess there's some things I wish I would done differently. But I think at the same time, I don't think I regret them because I wouldn't have been here now if those didn't happen. Then again, it's hard to say that when you had a really traumatic experience that you kind of want to forget.
No regrets.
Yeah.
No regrets. I mean, is it wrong to have regrets though?
Well, from how I hear people talk about it, yeah, they make it look like it's a bad thing.
I don't think it's wrong. It's when you dwell on it.
Yeah, when you dwell,
what
yeah,
keeps you back. But for me to look back and say, you know, I really regret making that decision. While I do understand that it was a canon event in bringing me to where I am now, would I have wished that it would have happened?
That one Spider-Man movie
No.
changed how we speak.
Exactly.
For years to come. That
Canon
one canon
event.
I think
That one
maybe
canon event.
sometimes regrets in a sense where all the signs told you don't go down there and you still go down there.
On your bicycle.
Yeah.
Then maybe that's probably one of those where it's just like that might not be the best. You definitely can look back and say, I didn't. Especially if you know the course of your life could have continued fine without having that.
Yeah.
Without you putting yourself in that position, then I definitely think that's a regret. When everything, your guts, the Holy Spirit tell you, don't go down there. And you still decided,
Sometimes I think
Christopher Columbus,
I think
discover.
when things went south and you would say, the Holy Spirit should have told me. Did he really have to tell you? Or like you kind of
He
knew.
probably did.
You kind
You
of
lock
knew.
your ears.
Yeah, you
You
kind of
probably
knew
lock
what
your
the
ears.
vibes was. You know, you kind of
And
knew
you
what was
weren't
going on.
listening.
Are you listening?
Yeah. So we learned that today. Not dwelling on the past, moving forward to the future. And I feel like some persons, especially some church people, they're still dwelling on the past. I remember
like
the days.
The males.
No, that's in
Or
general.
in general. Oh, man,
General.
them. Okay.
In general,
Just want to
they
clarify that.
looking at the past as, persons will say, when I was there, this used to happen, and this used to happen, but not now go on again.
Okay.
Yeah, but now it's like, we're here now, and you're still telling me.
What can we do?
Yeah, what can we do to make this better instead of dwelling on.
There's nothing wrong. Is it dwelling? I think like reminiscing is you
Reflecting.
looking back and reflecting.
Yeah.
Reminiscing is always used in a positive light. So you are able to look back at 10 years ago at where you were and the things that you were enjoying. Like we often refer to summer 2016 was like the summer for everybody.
Was
so
it?
like
Was it?
for some people, that's what I'm saying.
I don't remember summer 2016.
remember
Summer
summer
2016 was
2015 or like 2014 were the glory years. That's when I think before the whole COVID.
I don't know, 20 years before COVID was, those years were
those
awesome.
years were
so, all right,
special.
see, like what we're doing now, we're able to look back and say, yo, those the times we had were then. But if you constantly, your reflection is always one of dread. Like you thought about all the bad decisions. If you are still able to pinpoint some bad decisions you made 10 years ago, you are living in the past. Very much so.
All
dwelling.
you have are just bad decisions to dwell upon.
I mean, we make bad decisions more than we want to say we do.
No,
and a bad decision don't have to be something huge. It could be simply you deciding that you initially said you were gonna wear a black shirt to work and you wear white and then coffee spill on it, and then you would count that as I should have worn the black shirt. It doesn't have to be something big, but we make this kind of decisions that we consider bad after the repercussions or the what's the word that I used earlier? The canon event would have happened.
Yeah. Because I would, when you finish, I would think that if you can't look, but then like it's hard to say to somebody if you can't look back on your bad experiences and find the good out of it. Because we all go through like different things. Some of us have like traumatic experiences that we don't want to talk about, but I guess we can grow from. So sometimes it's hard to tell somebody, oh, but you learned something from those experiences, right?
Yeah, you did, because we can have bad stuff happen to us all the time, and your mindset is really and truly what has to change in order for you to change. Yeah. Because as we always say, nothing changes if nothing changes. So do you want to continue living your life every day in this hole that all you can see above you is that traumatic experience that happened every time you look up? Or do you want to one day say to yourself, I'm going to use my hand and push it away to make room for lights, to make room for some way out? Because you can, I think we had talked about this back in like the compromise episodes. You can see something happen and decide if you want to take it up and let it be your cross to carry. Yeah. Or you can say, hey, you know what? This happened. I don't even want to think about it anymore. It happened. I can't change what happened. Make me just move forward and grow from this. And traumatic experiences, they don't go away immediately. You just learn over time how to grow past it. Yeah. How to say, okay, yes, this was a defining moment at that point in my life. I acknowledged that this happened. However, it has passed. Yeah. Let me go ahead and step out and try to push it away. Yeah. Because forgetting it would be wicked if we say, oh, forget such and such. You don't forget. You just learn.
Traumatic experiences are hard to forget.
Listen, you just learn how to move forward. You can't allow that something there for have a hold on you, because especially if it's something that someone did to you, that person 3/4 of the time don't even remember. So them do that. Yeah. Or that could be the last thing
on their mind.
That's on their mind. And here you are, almost, I want to say, losing yourself because of that one thing that the person that did it don't even remember. Yeah. They can't allow
that's so unfortunate.
That to have. It is
to
it
let
really is.
To let the most significant, to understand and recognize that the most significant thing that happened to you was forgettable to the person that did it to you. That's so unfortunate. I mean, it's the reality for some persons, of course.
I think that's why you have victim counseling and not perpetrator counseling.
You need to get, you'd have to get counseling, because really and truly the person that may have committed it, they don't remember.
It's just a regular day for them.
And you're probably sitting there hoping one day that you'll get an apology Say God give them a Damascus Road experience. Listen, sometimes people's Damascus Road experience is not to give you an apology. It's not going to end up having them turn around and give you an apology. It's probably not going to happen.
You know what's even mad? Even Pastor Kirk said, you would want to you let go of the past and you're moving forward, but you have people around you who kind of remind you of like where.
Amen.
I don't know. We sound like a white podcast today, but like they'll remind you of like where you come from or what you used to do. You know, and you change and then you remember say you used to. You used to smoke on the corner, remember? And they'll try to remind you. Try to remind, but I think he was saying you have to, that's when you have to dig deep and have the word in your heart, in your mind.
That's where that intimate, that spiritual intimate relationship comes in.
That's when you can really lock in. And
I don't think there's nothing wrong with going to God and saying, hey, the North remembers. The North remembers.
They
God,
remember me. They remember what I was.
It's embarrassing. Yes. In that moment, the comfort and the peace that the word and God will give you or grant you, because you have to remember saying, people will talk. That's what they do. They're always going to talk. Before you're born, them did a talk. When you're born, them attack. While you grow, them attack. And
when you're dead, them
are talk. It's what they do. But you have nothing. You have nothing to prove to nobody. Nothing to prove, and only God to please. So if you want to think about the fact that everybody around you remembers or knows what you used to do or who you once were, that is their problem. Because guess what? They might carry your business on them head, your old business, because them things that you not do no more. So your concern is only how you can better yourself now that you have accepted Christ and you are moving in a new direction.
Yeah.
Because one thing, you have to understand, say, your past does not define you. As much as we like to say it's very cliche.
Very cliche.
It's the choices that you make going forward.
Define you.
Who you want to change yourself. So everybody will think about the fact that you used to be an alcoholic. But what do you think about yourself today?
Yeah.
The fact that you've been...
Roll back the curtains.
You've been 365 days sober. Or something like that.
Roll back the curtains.
Of memories now and then. Show me where you brought me from and where I could have been.
You see, that's the thing, That's the thing with the...
But it said now and then. It never said every day.
Listen on.
Now and then. As in... Today. 3 months from now. 8 months from now. Not today, we're going to roll back the curtains. Tomorrow, we're going to roll back the curtains. It's not a Netflix series.
But sometimes, how often do we reflect on where we're coming from to kind of give us a push to go forward? Because I don't go lie, I remember I watched that video and a guy said, a plateau is not a bad thing. It just means at that point you reached your peak, and that was your new baseline, and then you have to break out of that plateau to get to the next spot where you want to be. So how many times do we? Because he was saying that sometimes you should look back through what you've done.
Plateaus kind of signify like consistency as well.
Maintaining.
You're on that right path.
And so it's like, how many times do we look back to kind of give us the push to go forward? Or is it that looking back right now is like, I might spiral if I look back? You have, as I said, some person's experience, because I may not have the best experience with sex, and then somebody else will. And they'll be like, oh, it was the hardest thing for me to give up. While for me, it's like, bro, that was like a night and day. You see me? Like how Candace would say, fasting for her for food is not the issue. Fasting on social media is different. So it's like, for some of us to look back, some of us might spiral.
Or
into like spiral, because your body also remembers experiences.
But it's a matter of, I guess, getting to the point where your self-control is strong enough that when you look back, you're not tempted to indulge again. Because I think what you're describing is that looking back, in a sense, for some people becomes a matter of towing the line.
And them relapse.
Yeah. But I think in order to effectively look back, you have to ensure that your self-control is to a point where you can look back and realize that even though it was good at the moment, it felt good at the moment, it wasn't the best for you. It's to understand that that wasn't the best for you is stronger than how it felt in the moment.
But sometimes it's not, I can be honest, it's not easy saying that.
No, it's not.
Because you could...
Self-control is not something easy for everybody.
You could look at your wants and your needs. And you're like, brother, I really want that chocolate cake right now. But let's say I need to exercise.
I feel like
I want the chocolate cake right now.
Self-control is one of those things like common sense. Everybody's supposed to have it, but more often than not, you realize a lot of people don't have it.
Yeah.
It's not one of those things that you can sit down in a classroom and learn.
Yeah, I've experienced it.
Common sense is it's a difficult thing to teach because it's just one of those things that you expect people to know and expect people to have. That's what self-control, or that's what I kind of liken learning self-control to. It's a difficult thing to learn.
Yeah.
I think self-control is more like restraint.
That not a lot of people have.
I think it's more of
That's
restraint because
like common sense.
The best way I can describe it, is like best way I can describe it, it's like anime. Goku. Goku is like one of the strongest characters in the show, but according to Vegeta, he looked like he wouldn't even hurt a fly. But when the time is needed, Goku steps up. So having self-control is knowing when to restrain
yourself.
Oneself. Yeah, restrain yourself. Restrain yourself until, I wouldn't say until, but knowing when to restrain. Or because self-control could also be having the wisdom to not do X because Y is going to be the result.
Yeah.
That's also a mode of
or the wisdom not to do X just because you can do it.
Yeah.
Because you might be, all your life you would have been somebody where win fight when you and somebody fight. And here you are presented with the opportunity to bust in somebody's face. Or give them a nice pretty cocoa.
You know I'm gonna see a cocoa? You know the people now drop like one time?
The penny them now drop like one time, man.
Penny them now drop like I'm gonna long time I see a cocoa, you know.
Real, you know why? Cause them not play no more.
Yeah.
A long time. Make the penny them run up and down outside and drop.
You guys
a little chipney.
You know how long I'm gonna see a grandmother stick out some water and sop that for right there?
Or they get the ice and push it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we need to get back to the roots.
You know when I used to get cocoa, I used to think by pushing them down, they would stop growing.
I used to think they would grow like Tom and Jerry, like when Tom or Jerry.
It's kind of how them grow, you know.
The funny enough, shoot up like a palm tree. Yeah, just like that. Just like that.
You ready, yes or no?
You know, if you fight somebody just because you can fight.
Yeah.
You know? There's so many other ways to diffuse a disagreement, a quarrel, whatever it is. And some people, just because them know, say, you know, one of the girl I know say me can really lick in her face.
Yeah.
Do you have to though?
No.
Yeah, do you have to, yeah.
The knowledge that you can lick in your face is enough boots for you get up and really slap you in the girl's face. When really and truly all you could have done in that situation was just walk away from the girl.
Or even to stop yourself from getting to that point
where you want to lick in her face.
That this is an option.
Yeah.
That should not be an option,
it's
by the way.
It's not an option. Let's not.
We don't condone violence.
No, we don't.
Because we don't condone. But if you're in a, I don't know, still.
If you're in a position where you need to
defend
yourself, if you need to defend yourself,
please.
If you need to do what? If you need to do something like that,
the hands are rated E
for everyone. Yeah.
Scream.
Even the fetus can get it.
Please.
All right, so we are drawing a line right there. We did not say the fetus.
Yeah.
So, cause
what the fetus do you for make you
fetus? I don't know. They're doing too much damage to the women lately.
Oh, look at you being a concerned male.
I don't think I'm concerned for the women still.
You're concerned for the women?
Yeah. They go through a lot.
Oh, please. God. Look at this.
Yeah.
Gentleman. Was he empathizing?
Please.
Brandon, I know for the that, you know?
No.
I'm so proud of you. You're learning. You're
Apparently.
learning.
Cause it's like I remember they said that the devil can remind you of your past, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said devil can remind you of your past, but he doesn't. But then the Lord, he can also remind you of your past, but he remind you of a way. It's like, look at where I brought you from.
Yeah.
The devil will be like, look at where. I feel like the way how the devil would remind you, it's smart though, because he's saying, look at what you had. You had the car, you had the house, you had the girl them, you had food, you had
Look at
clothes.
how it felt.
Yeah,
Look how
and
everything did
how did that
nice.
make you feel?
Especially if you are struggling. No.
Yeah, how did that make you feel? How you know what I mean? When you used to go out and have sex, how did that make you feel? When you used to go out and drink with your friend, how that your friend Carl? When last you talked to Carl?
Carl.
Yeah, just Carl.
Carl Weezer?
Carl Weezer, yeah.
From Jimmy
Jimmy
Neutron.
Neutron. Is it me? And while the Lord remind you of, look at where I brought you from. It's like the Lord, it's like he remind you of where you're coming from, and then
The
boom,
negative side
he
of
shows
what
you the
what it
negative
was. Yeah.
side of like what it actually was after the effect. Because it's fun eating 16-ounce ice cream, and then your belly just start hurt you.
Yeah, because
Because I do that.
even when you think about it from the perspective of like the children of Israel, they would have been tempted time and time again to say, like, oh my goodness, Moses, look, you're carrying in the wilderness. We did have a whole heap of food around Egypt side. Yeah, you carry it in the wilderness for dead off. But God is just like, I brought you from the bondage of what Egypt was.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you not remember? Fine, you may have had cucumber, you know? You may have had those kind of things in Egypt, but do you not remember that you were a slave?
Slavery. Yeah, and
Backward
that's
thinking,
that's the
man.
funniest thing when you're, I'm gonna say enslaved, but when you're chained down by all these things, the benefits of it, it's like temporary satisfaction,
Yeah.
but it's not a permanent solution.
It's as if the enemy majors in the minor when tempting you of your past. When
Yeah.
God lets you know, hey, that might have been going on, but do you remember the bigger picture? You had all of this wealth, but you were empty on the inside.
Yeah.
Do you not remember that all of these things that the enemy is saying was great for you, none of that could compare to the God-sized hole you still had in your heart after you had
Yeah.
accumulated all of these things?
Yeah.
So the enemy likes to major in the mind of trying to draw you back. Like, oh my goodness, remember, oh, you did have this,
It's
and you did have
always
that,
the
and it's
things
just
that
like,
you're missing.
Yeah,
I
always.
had those things,
Always.
but I
things that you're
still had
missing.
issues.
It's
Yeah.
always
You get me?
the things that
Always
you're
the
missing.
I
things that
had
you miss.
I had the boyfriend, did have the job, did have the car, did have the house, but I still had issues. I was still depressed. The boyfriend was there, he was lovely, but I was still depressed. Like, are we forgetting that? My bills were paid, that's fantastic, but I was still in a bad relationship with me and my mother. It's like the Lord is just like, listen, all of this was here, but do you still not realize, even in the midst of what should have been prosperity, you still had issues?
Temporary pleasure for forever pain.
Yes.
Precisely. You still had issues.
Yes.
You still felt empty. You were still bothered. You were still being plagued by all these kind of spiritual attacks. It wasn't enough. The world, no matter how much the enemy wants to give you or how much he wants to remind you of what you lost, keep in your mind,
What
even
you've
though you
gained.
had it was not
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
And you have to make him know of what you've gained.
Precisely.
You have access to heaven and he doesn't. Because I remember I saw a post on IG, a lady said, when the next time the devil tempts you, just let him know what happens to him later. Just remind him where he's going later in life. You see me?
And
Because
we nah go down there with him.
yeah, you're not going there with him.
He might look company. We're not
Yeah.
going down there with him.
And it's
never
not
make fool
company
you.
for sit down side him and get laugh a piece.
Where
So,
you get that from?
Ha ha he.
No, laugh a piece.
Gila, that's a Jamaican
it's a
thing.
Jamaican term. I
Jamaican
forgot to ask my
saying.
mother what it mean. You want to ask her?
Yeah,
Gila for peas soup.
laugh a piece.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, man. He's
So no.
looking company.
just want to let you guys know that
Mommy,
Mandy's calling her mom.
the saying "gila for pea soup." What it mean? Eh? You don't know what it mean? We just say it 'cause we're Jamaican people. No. So I can't sleep. Yeah, sleep. Alright, I'm gonna wake you up. Later. I would try calling Uncle Dandy, but probably a football. Anyways, guys, yeah. So it's a Jamaican saying. You laugh for peace.
Just means say I laugh for any and everything.
Mm.
All right, at least that's what I think it means.
For pea soup, why it have to be pea soup though? It couldn't be.
It's probably
chicken
that.
foot.
That's probably why they say mean they laugh for any and everything. Cause pea soup and all that fear laugh about. It's just peas.
Do you guys have a favorite Jamaican proverb?
A favorite Jamaican proverb?
Dog, name and supper, rat, name and cheese.
There is no rat name and cheese. It's just dog name and supper.
Dog, name and supper. Jamaican proverb. I'm trying to remember one.
I don't think it's not gila for pea soup. The one that I'm remembering now, I think that'd have been my father's favorite one, is maga ko abul muma, meaning that it doesn't matter who you're interacting with, be respectful because you don't know who is connected to who.
Okay.
So the maga ko that you probably think has no worth really could have been the tapa person, close relative. So maga ko abul muma. That's what that means.
Mine would be pound of freight can't pay ounce of debt.
What? Pound of freight.
Pound of freight
Can't pay a house of debt.
Ounce
of debt. Okay.
Which means the worrying where you go do not solve nothing. I like some of them. I think they're funny, but them actually make sense. Like cockroach no business in a foul fight will always make me laugh because we all know say cockroach afraid of foul.
Yeah, foul and cockroach.
Exactly. Hence you saying
a cockroach
doing business in a foul fight because if the foul them are after them carrying on.
Yeah, man, them duke it out.
Cockroach I gotta make sure say him involved.
Oh. I thought the one that I had in my head, it's not Jamaican, but there was one that I heard. It's not the same, but kind of similar in a sense, where I think they say when elephants fight, it's the grass that suffers. So yeah, it's not cockroach and fowl, but you get me. When two bigger entities go to war.
I want to say Russia and Ukraine.
Yeah,
and you know, and
that suffer.
the US and China right now.
US and China,
when the elephants fight, it's the grass that suffers.
I think my own is a dog name and supper.
And it's a dog with mange.
A dog with mange, dog. You see me? Yeah, I think that one
we use dog. The dog is a very significant animal in Jamaican culture.
Yes.
Sorry for
dog and Nancy and Puss. Sorry for Maga dog.
Maga dog turn on and bite you. You know,
play with Puppy. Puppy turn on and lick your nose.
Listen.
Dog. Where you go? Puss and dog now the same look.
Yeah.
Scornful dog named Dirty Pudding. we use the dog. The dog is also a unit of measurement in Jamaica. Hungry like dog, broke like dog, tired like dog.
Hungry like treated dog. That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Hungry like treated dog.
All of these different things, brother. They're so
yeah, so guys,
unique.
Try not to do it in your past. I think mine had that game first.
Well, it wasn't a game, but I was just going through. So this.
What gospel songs that we don't like?
My playlist, rate them. This is my Rise and Shine. It's called Rise and Shine.
Okay. Because I have one gospel song that I don't like.
Huh?
Praise.
Same.
You have what?
Praise. I'm sick of that song.
Oh, it's
I'm
okay.
sick
That's
of it.
It's just overplayed.
That has breath, praise the Lord.
That's a Kanye.
Yeah. I'm sick of that praise song, man. I don't hate praising. I just don't like that song anymore.
Just like we're not.
It's just
you don't have to like.
It's played out. It's
just
overplayed.
So this is my.
And because some 9-year-old plays a drum suite,
like
everybody wants to like it again.
8 and something there. Beautiful Day by not Kevin Downswell, Jermaine Edwards.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Edwards, but it
I
did
do thank the Lord for
out.
sunshine and rain, but
it did rinse
I think
out.
Wayne Marshall own too was
Oh,
that was dry.
yeah, man, that did rinse.
Yeah, it
out.
rinse out, man.
That one, Kevin Downswell had one as well. Stronger did rinse out.
Stronger
Did rinse out.
Oh.
they almost made me start disliking gyro.
Yeah.
No, I started to not like it after some time.
Yeah.
Because at church, that's all they could sing
Yeah.
after for something.
Yeah. They really do rinse
what's on
these
the
songs
playlist?
out.
And these are very lovely songs.
Yeah, they are.
Something there, goodness of God.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Auntie
Oh,
Cece.
God.
See, I love
I'm
you,
so
darling
sorry,
girl.
but no.
it's not you, because
It's not you.
the song is a
Not you.
beautiful
Yeah.
song.
Beautiful song.
And while we do,
Yeah.
inside we like the song, but on the outside, because it's overplayed, it's and something there.
I'm sick of goodness of God, no man. All my life you have
No, the other one. What the other one name?
Is another CC?
Waymaker.
Death is defeated. I raise a hallelujah.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That one was a lot too.
Yeah. Alright, show the playlist where you have now.
Okay, so this is my Rise and
We're
Shine.
gonna go through everybody's playlist.
Oh?
Yeah.
This is Rise and Shine has a mixture of songs. I don't know. These songs just make me think of morning time. That's
Okay.
why it's called Rise and Shine. Okay. So I have Bless Me, the prayer of Jabez.
Bless me.
I'm available to you.
Lord, I'm available to you.
Let the rain of your presence.
Let the rain of your presence fall on me. Yeah, don't they?
I also have
that's a lovely
Closer,
song.
Wrap Me in Your Arms.
Wrap me in your arms.
More Than Anything, which is probably my favorite song ever. I have Moving Forward by Israel Hahn.
You make all the... Alright.
Excess Love, the live version.
Which one? Jesus, you love... Oh, it's
The one where you have beef with the intro, because it starts off good and then it dies down.
Oh. You love me too much.
You love me too much. Okay.
Her ad libs are great in that song though.
This is another song I kind of have on my not like scale. My Worship.
Here's
Yeah.
my worship. Oh, no.
It's
That was kinda
honestly
boring.
That
was kind of boring. Yeah,
it's an atmosphere shift. Those
I think
I'm
to
on
me,
the
I think when
fence.
Shante does it, I feel it.
Atmosphere?
Yeah, but when the song,
I do
when,
we sing Atmosphere Shift.
yeah. Yeah, but when Phil Thompson do it, I can't. It's kind of. I guess
It's the man song.
Shout out to you, Phil Thompson.
Can't Give Up Now by Mary Mary is
I
also one of them.
just can't give up now.
I do understand that I have come too far to give up, but I don't want to hear the song.
Come too far from where. Yeah, them more.
Looking for You. That song.
Trying to
That's
say,
been looking
I've
for
been down
you.
so long.
oh,
I've been hurt for so long. And sometimes I thought I'd never see the break of day. It was hard for me
all a
to
dream.
see your prayer for me.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
I tried to believe.
Alright, copyright.
Oh, sorry.
Copyright.
So Withholding Nothing medley.
It's holding nothing.
He has an interesting tone of voice.
Yes, and I do like it.
It's like him singing in
William
a
McDowell?
nose.
Yes.
Yeah. He has a nasal.
I surrender.
Yeah, he has a nasal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord, yeah. Like it sounds somewhere.
I feel like he's kind of tough to sing with. To sing with him. It's kind of tough.
Yeah, no more.
Yeah, I also have Praise Is What I Do.
Praise is what I do.
That's something there. What name?
Baron Cage.
No.
That is not the Prince of Praise and Worship.
Um
Big up to you any which party the Baron Cage.
is
The man
it's
is
not Hezekiah Walker.
Alvin Slaughter? Oh, not Alvin Slaughter.
No.
And I'm Marvin.
What name again?
Praise is what I do.
Praise is what I do.
Yeah.
It's what I do.
I have a road playlist as well, but the road playlist is like our kind of song name. Like, don't make I go in the car and what?
Oh, what shouting
On that
So, I got through my playlist. This one is the right mindset. I listen to this one every morning.
This is me with Rise and Shine. Rise and Shine get rinsed every morning.
Right, mine. So first one is Make You Smile by German Edwards. Next one is Heart Like Yours, German Edwards. Living for Jesus, DJ Nicholas and German Edwards. Can't Take My Lord, Catalyst Crew.
You can take away my home.
I didn't know Jai Kingston was on this. Until I looked on the picture, and bro is right there.
And you can never take
right
my place in the Lord.
That's Jai Kingston right there.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Take away my
Next one is God's Not Done With Me Yet by Kara Ennis.
Karen.
Thank You, German Edwards. I Won't Let Go, German Edwards. Devotion, Papa Son. Breathe.
That's on my road playlist.
Breathe Again, Papa Son.
Breathe Again is a nice song, you know.
If you ever left me, if you ever took your love from me, I will never breathe again. Don't think I'll ever breathe again. I wanna feel it near me.
Yeah, so I think that's it. I have like other playlists. But that's the right mindset. If I don't want to go into the
other one name.
Yeah, the other one. Them one sacred still. Candace, yeah, mama.
Okay, I'm not a music head, so I don't necessarily listen to any playlist every single day. But I'm a Baron Cage girl, so I will bless the Lord.
I will bless the Lord. I will bless the Lord.
Yeah, me and Baron can
He
go
great things for me,
bar
so
for bar, verse for verse.
That's
Yeah,
me
man.
with the Hezekiah Walker.
Yeah, man. So you have Baron Cage, I'll bless the Lord. We have Worship the King, Baron Cage again. Baron Cage, He Reigns.
He reigns.
And We Love You by Baron Cage. Then I have Catalyst Crew, That Touch.
That touch.
Yeah, all it took was that touch to change my life.
Oh,
All that touch has made me brand new.
Yeah, I remember that.
They have that, and then I have Let Us Worship.
Let us
Tied to
worship,
it.
let us sing. Hallelujah to the King. I remember that one, yeah. Praise His name, oh Jesus Christ.
And then, all right.
All right, yeah. That's a great song.
Yeah. I have that, and then I have Worthy by CC Winans. That's an older song. And oh, my soul, you have not been left alone.
Oh, I remember that.
Because He counted us worthy.
Oh, yeah, I remember that song, yeah.
So let's
song.
be worthy.
Oh, that's so.
Yeah, and then I have Ty Tribute again, Bless the Lord, so Son of Man.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul.
Yeah.
Great song.
And
Hey, Ty Tribute,
Chasing After You.
The
OG Ty Tribute, like the older one,
Like the
haven't
first
been
album.
catching up with him. But the older Ty Tribute, oh my gosh.
Chasing After You.
Yeah.
That's me with Victory. You can't play that song and not expect me to start.
RVICTORY, ladies. Yeah.
But actually, I want for blood.
His blood.
His blood. Him and Kirk kind of had a similar way of doing things. But Ty was more alternative.
Don't make me be
alternative.
nowhere and here. The Book of Revelation.
Nah, I think Ty Tribute. I don't know.
Preacher.
Ty Tribute to me, he shaped a generation, man.
Oh,
Ty when he
100%.
had the locks.
Yeah, that Ty.
That Ty.
That Ty was
Ty.
radical.
That
You
Ty
see-
was
you see-
unhinged.
You see that first album back in 2009?
But if remember.
Yeah, it was
That
old.
first
It's
album was
old.
different, brother.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Not the same, something change or something new.
Yeah, that album was different, man. To me, I think those guys.
It's like a defining.
Yeah.
I think each artist has like a defining.
Yeah.
Like I think when Kirk had his albums with GP.
GP, are you with me?
Oh yeah, we are the church. We ain't going nowhere.
GP, are you with me?
Oh yeah, we are the church. We ain't going nowhere.
Makes me clap like
Stomp. All my people say.
Stop.
Kirk.
You know, my friend we were playing a game. There's a monster that we used to fight, and one of his moves was a stomp. The man used to call it the Kirk Franklin. Yeah, man gave him the Kirk Franklin.
Yeah, Kirk has had some pretty defining albums throughout.
You know
when
which
he
song
just started.
always hits whenever I hear it? Never Would Have Made It.
Never would
That
have
song,
made it.
no matter, that's one of the overplayed
Never
songs that
would've
will
made
never
it.
get
Never
overplayed
get
because
old. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
song, bro,
Hits right here.
hits right here.
Yeah,
When
man.
him start sing, I'm stronger,
I'm stronger.
I'm wiser.
I'm wiser.
When I look back over what you brought me through.
You know, I look back upon now, the usher door.
Close the doors.
Close them doors.
Close the doors.
Close the door. Close the
Close
doors.
the doors.
Close the doors.
Close the doors.
Close the doors.
Oh my goodness.
You have some,
Vernon, please.
you have some songs where you really can, like, no matter
That
how
really
much you
touch
hear
you.
them,
Yeah.
touch your
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah, man.
Touch
Yeah,
your
man.
heart. That's how I feel about something there. Why I can't remember the song.
That's how I feel about New Season.
Wrap Me in Your Arms. That
Oh,
song will
yeah.
always make me want ball.
Yeah, it's a good song. Yeah. You know which song? You know which song goes crazy though? Which song goes crazy? This Is My Desire.
Oh,
This is
my
You see, not sing them song there. Them not sing them song again at one time. You know. Lord with all.
Lord with all my
Like today, I was singing Old Time Hill Song, not the new Hill Song.
I wish one.
Old Time Hill Song with Darlene. Our name start with Z. You don't know what I'm talking about. The white blonde lady we could have sing. Old Time Hill Song with she. I sing one of the song them today. My Jesus, my Savior, Lord, there is none like you. She, what did they on it? She sing that. Victor's Crown. The Heritage Singers were singing.
Ooh.
You are holy, you are holy.
Yo, I bump that song every Sunday.
God Almighty, remember you are praised in a mighty chorus.
Wonderful
You
Lord.
know, this is on the throne and unto the Lamb be all mercy and power, glory and honor and praise.
Yeah, man. Heritage singers.
Heritage
they
Singers.
Heritage singers are
Yeah,
the bop,
they're
bro.
special.
They are the bop.
Grace Thrillers.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen.
Brooklyn Tabernacle.
Hey, Mississippi Mass Choir.
Mercy.
Don't make it be a Saturday morning and my mother wake up for clean. If
man.
I'm
Yeah,
too
man.
high, Lord, bring me down.
Down.
You know what song at church used to go different when Shante sing it. Shante sing it. It's about the song about Don't Wait. Some song about Don't Wait. It's about the rapture.
Oh,
Pray we'll all be ready.
Yeah, I
I
pray.
pray we'll all be
Every
ready.
time,
Scared me
every
as a
time,
child.
every time I hear that song, no, brother, it hits. You know what song is good?
That's-
Somebody Pray for Me.
yeah.
They had me on
Their mind.
But you know which song kind of I love now is Uncle Milton Special.
I love Jesus. I'm so glad
Yeah,
Jesus
Jesus
loved
me.
me.
Yeah.
I am so glad.
That Jesus.
That song has
loves
verses,
me.
you know.
It does?
Yes.
Just like the other day when I learned that give and it will come back to you has verses.
It does?
It does.
The
It's
song
an
we
actual
sang,
song.
The song we sang for opening him today is also a song that always
What song was that again?
make me feel because he lives.
Because he
Hey, you know which hymn goes
lives.
crazy? Sparrow. His eyes on the sparrow.
His eyes on the sparrow.
What? So like Kermit.
The sparrow.
And I know he watches over me.
And I know.
You have some songs that are just really like you see all 4 days late
You know what song goes stupid?
and one day one.
To God be the glory.
Bro,
To
I sing that song
God
very, very,
be
very.
the glory.
I think every Sunday when them say benediction,
Yeah, to
those
God.
versions come up in my head.
Yeah, to God be the glory.
When we used to
Yeah.
sing that for benediction,
God
be the glory.
great
Trying to remember
things
some other
he
songs. Cause you have only put it, man.
You have some song where just when as you hear it, man, it start making about. What's the song when I sing today? Don't Cry. I grew up listening, hearing that song on
Which
Easter.
one?
Don't cry. Don't cry.
wipe your
Oh.
eyes.
When I was young, that song used to make me cry. I don't know what me I cry for.
Not dead.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, don't cry. Wipe your eyes.
Yeah, man.
That, oh my goodness, can you imagine that song forced everybody to be a soprano?
No. Something there. What name? Lean on Me by Kirk Franklin. The verses.
Which one? Not going?
There's
Oh.
a man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That song,
Standing
it was
around
it
the
depicted
corner.
pictures like so, and then when they're singing and you can picture everything because
they're
they're describing
Yeah.
it so perfectly, and it used to make you feel so sad. And
Yeah.
something there when you now behold the lamb.
So guys, let us know in the comments your favorite songs
Now behold
and the songs that you enjoy. We kind of said what we have. We can probably link the playlist on there. Maybe we can make a playlist together as a Disgrace Space
We
community.
could.
You know, let us know.
Yeah.
If on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you guys have your music, Apple Music, put the link and we'll recommend the songs
You
and you
know
guys
what
can
song I
back
like?
to what we like to listen to.
Calling me.
Which
What's
one
her
is
name?
that? There you go.
Kevin was like, calling me.
To a higher place.
It's probably is calling me to
To
a
a
higher level. I wanna go.
Wait, oh, you guys know. Thank you guys for watching this great space. Remember to like, comment, share,
subscribe.
and subscribe and get the videos out there. Jesus Christ, the way, the truth, and the life.
Get to
And
know
if you
him.
get to know him, and if you don't know him, you're moving mad.
Mad,
Thank
bro.
you guys for
We're so
watching.
true, though.
This.
Great space.
No, you have to sing
Oh,
it. Thank you guys for watching.
This.
Great space.
Bye, guys.
Bye. But it's